If you can, pay attention to this next how-to clip I have here. It has to do with fuel. Everybody seems to have that fuel smell in their garage with their old cars, and this covers that one, and it might help you out too. What I got here is a really cool how-to that anybody in their garage at home can do, and it has to do with the gas tank and filler neck of an old Mustang. You know, the bridge between the gas tank and, say, your gas cap filler neck on these things is this hose right here. And I get a lot of customers coming in saying, you know, I get these gas smells in my garage, or I open up my trunk and I smell gas. You know, it could be as simple as either tightening up the hose or just replacing the existing hose. I'm going to show you how that's done. What you'll do is you'll take your trunk mat and you'll peel it back to expose the lower part of the gas filler neck right here, which this is the hose I'm referring to here. Now what you'll do is you'll end up loosening up these two clamps right here for the hose itself, and behind inside here is a nut that holds your gas cap security cable on. In late '64 they found that people were stealing the gas caps on these Mustangs, so they decided to put a security cable on them. And so that's what this is all about here. It had a nut on the inside so nobody can steal this gas cap from you. Real good idea they came up with on that. And then it's going to be as simple as just removing the 4 or 5 bolts that you're going to have here on the filler neck. After you've loosened up the 2 clamps in there, what you'll do is you'll grab it here, pull it here, and kind of just start working this thing out. When you separate them, let me show you on a tank that I have out of the car. You'll end up separating them, and there's going to be another lip similar to the one that's on the tank itself that this thing here secures itself to keep it from leaking gasoline. And what happens is that the hose itself gets cracked and dry rotted, and although it's got the clamp on there, literally gas fumes and gas liquid can leak and puddle around the opening of the gas tank. Not a good thing. So the thing to do is to just buy a new fuel filler hose, and that could be had from California Pony Cars. But at the same time, when you put this back together, you'll have to do a little bit of a trim, because you can see how one is just a tad shorter than the other, because depending upon the year of the Mustang you have, you could have a shorter neck or a taller neck, so that's why they give you a little bit of extra hose. But what you'll end up doing is you'll put this whole thing back together, tighten up your clamps, and there you go. And this is basically what it's kind of look like when you're done. You'll align your 2 clamps, you'll tighten your 2 clamps, get this thing secure again in here, and you'll be able to feel safe about what you got back there. This is probably not a bad idea at this time to take and buy one of my gas tank protection panels called a tank top. It just literally slips right over here and acts as like a helmet for the existing tank itself. And I tell you what, it almost looks like you got a brand new gas tank at this point in here, because it is literally the imprint of the top of a gas tank of a Mustang. So you got the protection of the tank top itself, but you also have the look of a brand new gas tank. And you can see by this guy's gas tank, he kind of needed the new look. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to sell him a new tank too, because this tank's been around the block too many times. But that's what my how-to is all about today. It's about the fuel filler and fuel filler hose on these old Mustangs, which is a good thing. Walk out in your garage right now and take a look at it. And remember, check out California Pony Cars' website, calponycars.com. Until next week, I'm going to go back to work and check out the rest of this Mustang, because this is a pretty cool car I'm working on.